Hello everyone and welcome back to the Great Book of Grudges. My name is Nathan and it's been a while since we've done one of these types of videos, you know, going into the whole SteamDB section, as really there's not been too much of a reason. However, this image popped up on the Reddit recently. A lot of people have been looking at this and have been asking what this is. Now, obviously, I have a wealth of experience with this type of stuff, as it's been one of the things that I've been very accurate in the past few years, especially in Warhammer 2. So let's discuss this. This is a QA branch, which means that people are testing stuff. It could be related to a new patch that's coming out, maybe a new hotfix, but it could also be related to some other type of content. Many of us have been expecting that of Thrones of Decay, a new DLC, which was supposed to be this year as per their blog for the announcement of the roadmap, but that's been likely moved until next year. I know that there's a lot of hopium and copium coming out there, but yeah, guys, it's not happening this year. Literally, no way in hell, because well, Creative Assembly like to go on a 3-week marketing binge. They're about to break for Christmas. It's something that I keep explaining to you guys. I'm not trying to kill your hopes, believe me. I'm just trying to make you think a little bit more realistically. But yes, if there's anything that's being tested, obviously that's going to be going for the QA branches and the upload tests. This is stuff that is likely we're not going to see for a while. It's also stuff that is going to Games Workshop to be, you know, approved and back and forth. There is a lot of back and forth from what we've heard. However, there is actually a few things that people don't seem to be looking towards. You guys might not have noticed, and this is something that's just happened today also, but has been up for a while. There are two specific branches which are really curious. That of Bird 2.0 and Bunny. Now, with the fact of Bird, well, that makes a lot of sense, right? Xinxian DLC, Shadows of Change. Why is there a second one called 2.0? There's obviously been a lot of rumors regarding a fix for Shadows of Change. A lot of people have been talking about that. I think that Legend of Total War was the first person to start speculating on this. I mean, that's entirely possible. That is entirely possible. And it's even more so when there's a Bird 2.0. Clearly a second branch that is supposed to be tied to the first DLC. And, yeah, I mean, if Creative Assembly intend to make these DLCs €25, which, well, we've already seen one DLC being that much money, it's likely that they've realized after the immense shit show that has happened that they can't nickel and dime us. If they want us to pay more, they're going to have to give us more content. It's absolutely baffling where this price was come up with and nobody seemed to think, maybe we should do this beforehand. Maybe we should avoid a shit show. But hey, you know, the inner workings of Creative Assembly are an enigma. The second build there is Bunny, which might be Thrones of Decay, as that would be the next DLC to come forth. Now, you might be wondering about the names for these builds, you know, Bunny, Bird. Sometimes if you go back further into the history, you can find stuff like Petunia, Rose, Beach, loads of different names. These are the names that they picked, right? So that doesn't have to actually be linked directly. In fact, there's a lot of builds there that could just be linked up to big patches, stuff like Immortal Empire's launch and stuff like that. These names are generally never known to the public, barring just the names that you can find on the SteamDB page. But I guess, you know, you can easily link it to Tamacon as Bunnies hop and Tamacon hops from body to body. I know, it's very tinfoil hats, but at this point we don't really have a lot of news, and this actually makes a lot of sense to me. I mean, Tamacon in the story for the Thrones of Chaos has like 3 to 4 different bodies. The main one obviously being the Ogre one, which is what you get as the model. But overall, I'd say that these things are quite interesting, especially the whole Bird 2.0 thing. I'd like to believe that the rumors are true. That's the main thing. I'd like to believe them. I don't want to spread any false hope, though, because we technically have had more content added into DLCs before. You know, the Bone Giant for the Tomb Kings, the Blood Dragons, I believe, were for Grim in the Grave, and oh yeah, the Carabis for the Dark Elves. They came in with the Queen and the Crone. But I've been seeing a lot of people's suggestions when it comes to like the Warhammer forums and so on, and it does seem like they're asking for a lot. I'm not sure if Creative Assembly could justify that if they do that. Believe me, I wish they could, because we all deserve a ton of new units. But yeah, also it's very important to note that just because these depots, I guess, are here, doesn't mean that we're going to get them anytime soon. I'm seeing a lot of people saying, oh, this means that we're going to get the trailer on Tuesday, or we're going to get the trailer next week, or whatever. Actually, I think today is Tuesday, right? It is. Sorry about that. As you can imagine, I'm very, very stressed lately. I've got a reason for that later on. But just because this is there doesn't mean that you're going to get information anytime soon. This is likely that people are testing the stuff, probably adding to it, removing stuff, and getting Games Workshop to look at these things. So, yeah, it's not copium time, guys, at all. Let me know what you guys think about all this in the comments below. Let's have a realistic talk. And yeah, I'll see you all again very soon. I do apologize for being extremely late today. I've had nothing but computer issues. It's not been great. I'll be honest with you. I've been extremely frustrated. But yeah, see you in a bit.